What is up, everybody? Unrested here. Oban break has started. I am so happy to have a little bit of time off from work. So this gives me a little bit of time to settle down and work on both some Osoroshi Saturday stuff that I am unfortunately falling behind on, and the movie that I'm currently working on as well, and give you daily updates on a JVLOG as well. Now, some good news is that we just recently had our very first live episode of the Unrest Team's live stream, as it is called. We discussed E3 games coming out in Japan. And we discussed a little bit about how the whole system works, where if you want to be on that show, you have a chance via sharing my channel as much as possible. If you want to know who to contact as far as sharing the channel, you can go, number one, first join our Unrest team on the Facebook page. And the person in charge of that is Larissa, is the manager of counting points for how much you share. Now, if you have any questions, the amount of points for what you get for what you share is listed on the site, but you can also ask her, or you can even contact me, and I'll be happy to just tell you in person about how many points you get for listing different stuff on different sites and things like that. In the future, people who've listed the highest amount of sites and stuff for my channel, they're going to get to have a chance to show up on the show and do whatever they want as far as asking questions, have a Skype date or whatever they want. As far as Unrest Team goes, our future discussions are as follows, and we're kind of just going to let you guys, the crowd, pick what we discuss each week. Our next three topics that we're thinking about are Japanese horror movies, due to the fact that right now we're in the middle of summer and it's the time for horror here in Japan. We're just going to discuss some of our favorites. Our other one was actually sitting down and watching a horror movie with you guys, the audience, and just kind of giving a Mystery Science Theater 3000 feedback, joking around with it a little bit, maybe making our own snide comments and things like that. On top of it, our last and third one is studying Japanese, because almost everybody on the Unrest team is either, number one, coming to Japan eventually, lives in Japan, or is studying Japanese in the States. So there's a lot of Japanese experts going on there as far as both language, culture, and tradition here in Japan. So we're not just a team of bumbling fools, hopefully. Hopefully, if anybody is, I am. I'm the bumbling fool of the group. That said, I want to just move on to some other stuff. I am going to be getting out in Osoroshi Saturday. I know I've been late so far twice, and I'm really sorry for that. My excuse, well, it's not a good one, but it's the fact that I'm working on this horror movie, which, if you're a fan of Osoroshi Saturday, I think you're really going to be pleased with the horror movie, because it follows a meta version of my own character within that series, and goes with the whole giving you stories and things like that, along with a lot of visuals and stuff like that, not just me sitting there talking to you on the camera, and also follows two different plot lines at the same time that kind of converge at the end. And that's all the details I want to give. I don't want to get too deep into it, otherwise I feel like I'll be spoiler alert. But that said, that's kind of my excuse. That's the reason I'm falling behind here is, man, testing yourself with a movie is just incredibly hard. It takes up every little bit of information on your computer. It takes up every little bit of information on your card. All the space that you could possibly muster on every computer you have in your house, just to get, enough minutes that actually make a worthy movie. It's going to be my first try ever at making a movie, so I'm doing as much as I can with what little I have. Hopefully it comes out to be something decent enough to entertain you for over an hour. That's the main thing I'm worried about, is that I don't just give you the time slot that makes up a full movie, because that's easy to do. I could just record bullshit for an hour and a half or 2 hours and say, hey, it's my movie, watch it. I actually want to make every minute that you watch it pretty frightening, pretty scary, and I don't really want to leave a lot of moments where I'm just sitting there talking to the camera about bullshit. One of my biggest complaints a lot when I watch a horror movie is that there's either, number one, too much build-up, or not enough build-up that's worthy. Like, it's stuff that we're watching that we're just like, I don't even care about this aspect of the character, who gives a shit. Or, number two, you have no empathy for anybody in the movie, which that's very hard to build up. I'll give anybody credit for that. If you can build up empathy for a character in a movie, that's pretty incredible, because it's very hard to write in. And number three, it's just not scary. Let's be honest. Like most horror movies are just not really very horrific. Slasher movies, in my personal opinion, not even slightly scary. They're kind of just like a fun run action movie. And for the most part, a lot of these supernatural wannabe movies where they have some sort of encounter with supernatural, they don't even show anything, so what the hell? Like, you know, they just get people to move around and be like, we're possessed, oh my god, and boring. Sorry if you love those kind of movies, they're just not my cup of tea. You know, maybe you'll enjoy this, maybe you won't. I made it for like $0, so, you know, you'll get what you get. I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Mostly, one of the main reasons that I am doing this, I will say, is because I want to make better and greater movies in the future, and I have some people coming to Japan who do have movie-level equipment, materials, and skills, and I feel as though if I'm going to be part of that crowd that is going to be working on these movies, I need to at least have the experience of making a movie myself. At the same time, I would like to make that movie entertaining, so I hope that's what I do. Getting that out of the way, as for this week, the stuff that I want to try and put out, I want to get back to getting a J-Pasta a day out. I want to get back to a JVLOG a day out because I do have every day off. I should have no excuse as to getting out videos for you. If there's anything else you'd like to see more of, for example, I want to get another Get to Know Me video out, and a lot of people have suggested a Draw My Life, which is an incredibly excellent idea. Why I never thought of doing a Draw My Life, I don't know, because I'm an idiot maybe, I don't know. I don't have a marker board right now though, so I need to get myself a marker board. I brought mine to one of the schools I teach at, and I left it there over break, which is, I'm so stupid. I wish I would remember to bring that back. But that's something I'd like to do for the future. I need to get a decent-sized marker board. I finally have the tripod now, as you can see, that'll let me record top-down and be able to record myself drawing. And that's something else I'm going to have to add on here, I guess. A lot of people have always been asking for drawing tips and stuff like that. I feel like I can make a whole playlist on just drawing Japanese-type things, because there is a certain type of technique that you use for especially things like scales, for making a dragon, for making a koi fish, things like that. And I've drawn them so many times and done so many drawings like that, I could easily teach via myself doing it and sped up camera. I'm not going to sit there and make you watch like all 8 hours of me drawing. I think that's about it for this week, and giving you an update as to where we are at. Until next time, I'm Rested. This is JVLOG. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment.